Brood War. Alright man. Goddamn. We in. Expansion campaign, let's go. So. We ended with Protoss last time, we start with Protoss this time. Look at this man. Very weak head. Then get some Tyrants and some Zerg afterwards. It's been a while since I played the Brood War campaign. I do occasionally play StarCraft base game because I enjoy that sort of thing, but Brood War campaign I don't play quite as much because usually by the time I finish the StarCraft campaign and start up Brood War, I'm kinda done with my little StarCraft nostalgia trip, so I just kinda stopped there. I also remember it being a little bit more difficult than the base game, so we're probably going to have to redo a map every now and then. And I'll very unlikely be able to finish the entire campaign in one go again. So, or, well, the entire faction in one go, I should say. So I'm assuming it's gonna be like two streams per faction, we'll see. Yeah, I played a lot of Warcraft as well. Although I started only with Warcraft 3. I've played a very small amount of 2. But Warcraft 3 is where it's at for me. Although in that game, outside of the campaign, I mostly played custom games. Just all of the custom games all day. Anyway, let's go. Protoss campaign, the stand must be the power of an enemy. The nefarious Zerg Overmind has been destroyed and the Protoss homeworld of Ire now lies in smoking ruin. No smoking. As the executor of the remaining Protoss forces, you must now attempt to reunite your beleaguered people and save them from the ravenous Zerg who still roam mindlessly across the blackened fields of Ire. Yeah, I mean, those games kind of go hand in hand, I feel. Like, if one was a Blizzard sort of player, then one generally often played a wide variety of their games. Right, Escape from Ire. Let's go.
Greetings, Executor. Though we all grieve for the loss of mighty Tassadar, we must find the resolve to carry on. He sacrificed himself to destroy the Overmind, but many Zerg still rage across our ruined homeworld. Without the Conclave to lead us, or the protection of our great fleets, it seems we must fend for ourselves.
Eldaris is correct, Executor. As we have both seen, the Zerg will not halt their rampage until every last one of us is dead. I suggest that we retreat to our last functional warp gate and travel to where the Zerg cannot follow us.
With all due respect, Zeratul, the Protoss do not run from their enemies. Ire is our homeworld. It is here that we shall make our stand.
Just as your Conclave did. They are dead now, Eldaris. Dead because they allowed their pride to blind their reason. Only if we learn from their mistakes can we live to avenge them. Now, Executor, I know of a place where we can find solace. It is Shakuras, the secret homeworld of my people, the Dark Templar.
Your people? We would be seen as tyrants to them. Why would they shelter us?
Have I not pledged myself to your cause? Not all beings are as unforgiving as your lamented Conclave, Eldaris.
You are right, of course. Executor, Zeratul shall find us passage to the Warp Gate. After the gate has been secured, Phoenix and the new Praetor Artanis shall lead our surviving brethren to Shakuras.
Executor, I am Artanis. Though I have only recently been appointed Praetor, you can trust that I will uphold the honor and traditions of the Templar.
We shall see.
Hey boys, mind if we tag along? I figure heading anywhere's gotta be better than staying here with the Zerg.
Commander Raynor, as ever, your assistance is appreciated. We would be honored if you joined us.
Oh, look at everybody coming together. I like that they kept Eldaris around even though he kind of turned into a bad guy, probably just because he's got the voice actor of Tall Man caliber. Very fine, man. Anyway, we basically have an escape mission if memory serves. Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Build a bunch of units. Gloria Gainer. What the fuck? Who the fuck is that? Anyway, so we're in fucking Ire, which apparently lies completely battered and broken, even though we absolutely destroyed the Zerg on our
These Nidus canals so as to stem the flow of Zerg reinforcements through them.
even though we absolutely crushed the last mission.
So be it. I do this for ire.
Let's see how much we can cheese with good old Zeratul being permanently invisible. He's also really strong, like his DPS is absolutely insane. 100 damage per swing, he attacks so fast. Just annihilates these buildings. How about you actually fight together, then? I kinda don't want to use Zeratul too much, because I'll inevitably take some shield damage, and at some point I'm gonna probably have to sit there and wait for him to recover his shields. And I'm too impatient for that, so if I use him too much and let him take too much damage, we're getting fucked. Is butter and cheese forbidden? I would not know about such a thing. I'm very much a heathen when it comes to shit like that. Alright, let's start saving the game a little bit more, since I am less aware of what is up ahead. How about you actually follow? Goddammit, this man's micro is out of this world. Alright, Artman. Isn't butter cheese a thing, or am I being unbrain? I thought it was. I guess butter is really popular in most parts of Europe in general, I think. Just kind of an age-old thingy.
I do this for ire.
So, Fandango, when's crunch time over? When are we back to assing men in the bayou? Or in the old Team Fortress or the likes? These guys want to go fight and die. Oh boy, that's a lot of men. Let's try to micro this a little bit, right? Keep as many alive as we can. I say, moving. These Dragoons are just so fucking pointless. Alright, sweet. Maybe you shall also join us in some MechWarrior Online at some point, as the fine art man has done. Pretty fun game as well. Also a lot easier to get into than one might think. Especially the initial bit is quite welcoming to new players. Cutscene sequences probably take a shit ton of time, I reckon, because they're probably the things that have to stand up to most scrutiny. Rifleman, very fine. I bought an Atlas today. It's my first assault mech. It's a decent mate as well. So this mission is kind of fun conceptually, because you're not building things, but you do have the occasional reinforcements that you're rescuing across the map. So it fits thematically quite well, and you just kind of fight your way through the map until you get done. The Assgust Killer. Nice. Time assness is also an interesting thing. Bloodspot already starting up today. The Sunday is ass bloat today. Wait up. Hey, just took the weekend off just like I did, and so now he is ready to ass at alarming pace. Yeah, that was kind of my train of thought as well for Assault Max. Like, if I wanted to pick one, I didn't really care about it being slow or anything like that, as long as it ended all the men. Like, if you're already playing a slow-ass tanky mate that goes in the front line, then you may as well play one that can fulfill that sort of role. Can you please kill this guy? Thank you.
You address me.
I'd hope to get some of those kills since... Oh, I forgot to hotkey these men. Whoops. I'm trying to get those overlords killed because they're detectors and thus they can detect Zeratul. In theory, you could always try to snipe all the detectors and then cheese the entire forces with an invisible Zeratul.
It is good to see more of our brethren on the battlefield.
Wouldn't you prefer seeing them in some sort of happy circumstance where they aren't fighting for their fucking life against an Ultralisk? I don't know, maybe I'm just not Protoss enough. Oh boy. Look at this asshole. Coming in, trying to be the biggest man. So here, for example, I could try to snipe the Spore Colony and get that thing killed as quickly as possible, and then kill every man with Zeratul, in theory. At least as long as there's no overlords remaining. But, I don't know. I feel like we can just kind of muscle our way through these guys.
This is all that remains of our forces in this province. We have found the location of the warp gate, but there is a sizable Zerg force blocking the way.
Okay, this is where we have to move us. Warp gate door. How do I control all these men? I guess I'll go with you on 5 maybe, and then you guys get to be group 3. Actually, maybe we can do this differently. Can I? How do I do this again? This way. And then you are only this group. Alright, this seems good. So I'm not sure if they expect me to play like slowly and carefully here, recharge my shields, because they give me a shield battery, so I could now in theory always retreat, do more bullshit. They have however given me some tempo, so we could side storm in theory, but that is difficult to do at times, because that requires me to not only keep my casters in the front line, but also actually smartly play storms in the middle of combat. Kind of at the very edge of my abilities, if anywhere at all. Yeah, I saw someone play those campaigns not terribly long ago. Like a streamer I watch happened to play those. But they didn't really look that fun to me, sadly. I think one of the reasons I'm enjoying StarCraft, especially the old StarCraft, is simply because of nostalgia. Like, I'll gladly admit that this might not be the greatest game for me to casually play of all time. And since I don't have that for StarCraft, for Warcraft 2, I don't think I'd really enjoy playing through that. I'm also not playing this because we're well hard. I gotta show off how hard I am at strategy games or whatever. So the difficulty aspect is really necessarily a plus in that regard. I mean, in theory we're gonna be busy with this shit for a while anyway, because after Brood War we have StarCraft 2 with the 3 different campaigns. And it's gonna take me a while. And those have difficulty settings, so we can play that on a high difficulty, etc. Yeah, the easiest game of all time. I thought there was gonna be like some big man final push where I just fight to my death, but I guess not.
I have located the warp gate. We must hurry and evacuate the colonized survivors before the Zerg return.
Can I not control these men? I cannot. Oh.
Worry about getting your people through the gate. Phoenix and I will hang back and protect our flank until everyone is through.
Why did they take the Templar? Oh, here we go. As to my diet, goddamn. Yeah, Can't imagine DVD being hit and miss, especially when one doesn't play it himself. Yeah, maybe I'll play Warcraft 2 at some point. I could also do the Warcraft 3 campaign. I really like that one, but I have also somewhat recently replayed it plus expansion. And I don't have the remaster because I hate that remaster, and I don't plan on getting it anytime soon, so would have to be the old ass. But anyway, that's all way too far in the future. I can't plan that far ahead. Let's instead listen to some Protoss ramble on about some shit.
Tassadar, Executor. The survivors from Ire have made it safely through the gate. Yet, amidst the chaos of our retreat, we lost contact with Phoenix and Raynor. I fear that they may have been overrun by the Zerg.
Fear not, Artanis. Phoenix is as stalwart a warrior as I have ever known, and the Terran Raynor has proven himself to be highly resourceful in the past. I for one believe that they made it here safely. But while we wait for word from them, we must reconnoiter the surrounding area and find a suitable location for a more permanent settlement. Once we're situated, we can begin to search for the Dark Templar.
It's a bit convoluted that they just leave Raynor and Phoenix behind, but alas, I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh boy, 4 zealots and 4 probes. You spoil me, game. Interesting. I thought the campaigns. Oh.
There are Zerg on Shakuras. They must have taken control of the warp gate on Ire.
I long for combat.
I felt like the similar to this one, the campaigns felt like kind of satisfying or concluded in a well enough way by themselves, so that even if one didn't like or wasn't just looking for the bigger picture, it was pretty fine. So like yeah, there's a big overarching story, and ideally you'd maybe I should have placed that here and focused on this first and get a second Nexus. Oh well. Even if one was to prefer a completely separate campaign, they're not too connected to the point of not making any sense otherwise. I don't know, it felt pretty, I mean, I guess in the sense that the story doesn't, like, permanently conclude in any way. But I suppose that's just kind of how it is with games with sequels, etc. Like, it's not really in their best interest to create a story that, like, okay, and then everybody died, the end, or like, oh yeah, the great evil was defeated permanently or something. I don't know. Also, from what I remember, the Warcraft 2 story is also not very, fuck. Stop going for my probes, what are you?
Glad I am to see that you've returned home after these many decades. But the strange guests that have followed you here seem ill-tempered. Well met, my brother. Indeed, these creatures known as the Zerg have no regard for the sanctity of life. Once we have secured this area, I shall tell you everything I know about them in council. I am sure the Matriarch will be eager to hear your tale as well.
Executor, we have received a transmission from Raynor and Phoenix. They are still alive and are fighting to retake the warp gate on Ire. We must secure the gate on this side without delay.
Kind of shit of Zeratul to just bring the Zerg over to his home planet. Like, hey, here's where all the Templar hang out. Also, by the way, embrace for Zerg. Or brace for Zerg, rather. I don't quite get the same ending, but I understand the finality of it. Like saying, for example, taking the human campaign of Warcraft 3, where in the end, or well, not sure, I guess I can spoil it, who cares? Like, I'm wondering if I should be asked about spoilers, but it doesn't really seem like much of a point. Where you in the end go and bin your dad and crown yourself the new king of Lordaeron. That's pretty satisfying as a finale, isn't it? Like, that's a sort of conclusion, and that's not the same conclusion that the other factions have. Like, I get that it's not as satisfying if you only like one faction and you want to play as that faction and conquer the entire world and be done with it, but I don't know. Oh, I see, that's what you mean. I don't know. It didn't really bother me terribly much. Like, they established the big man threat as like a more global threat that is something the races generally have to work together to defeat. And thus, having the races come together to defeat them in the end feels like a satisfying or fitting conclusion for the kind of story they wanted to tell. But yeah, I think that ultimately is just a taste of thing. Oh fuck. Loons, let's go at some of those. Can you please go and stop going for my probes? There you go. Let's get 2 in gas for now. MK friendship? I don't know. Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's not as in like, oh boy, my friends believe in me, but rather, hey, all 3 of the quote-unquote good factions combine their forces to defeat the big man evil that no individual could stand up to. That is what you just bought. Hope you enjoyed. I was considering slapping a cooldown on that one, but I figured if any man wants to annoy the other men in chat, they'd sort each other out eventually. I should probably get a carbon dioxide score soon, so I can at least in theory start shooting air units in case any arrive. I'm a little bit worried about defense when I can't attack air at all. Oh, you know where the button is if you need it. Have a quick look around, see if we can find the ramp to maybe catch them off before they run into the probes. Seems good enough. Well, not like you can really. I mean, you can in theory if you don't get to select the outcome or whatever, I guess, but... No, they changed it. Now you can bet as mods, but then you abstain from the ability to select outcomes, etc. So if you abandon your, I guess, privileges for this bet, then you can also start betting. Yeah. That would, however, require me to actually take care of the predictions, and I am as small brain as they come when it comes to that sort. Like, as soon as I start a prediction, it just leaves my brain until 8 games later, and I'm like, oh boy, let's start another one. Oh shit, I forgot about the thing. Kind of path weird there. I was trying to pull him to the left, but he moved right. It felt a bit unusual even for this game's pathfinding. Let's put you in the back, maybe, and back to patrolling. Oh boy, let's have all these idle probes actually participate.
Not enough minerals. I have returned.
Let's maybe do something like this, and then not. If that's the sort of coordination you guys wanna bet on, then be my guest. Not going to stop you. I mean, you're free to come up with whatever the fuck you want at any time anyway. Like, if you sit here and like, oh boy, let's make a prediction. Will he remember to queue up the next probe in time or something? Like, any small thing you can come up with, and just feel free to do that. I'm not gonna be doing anything like that myself. Like, if you're in the mood for some bullshit, make it happen. Guess we'll also build something up here, maybe like a cannon or two in case they come from the side. And then I can build these men down here. But I need a forge to build cannons, don't I? So let's go build some forges. 200 in theory. We haven't reached it a single time so far. I usually start attacking a lot sooner than that. Funnily enough, 200 population would be 400 Zerglings if you had absolutely no other creatures. Very fine. Also entirely useless. Oops, that's not the button. This is the button. I don't think they'll snipe the pylon, but I guess I should plop down a second one just in case. Also, I mean, it's only 2 cannons, not really like that massive of a loss in case they specifically snipe the pylon. Yeah, nice to attack those idiots. I mean, that's kind of a... it's more... You would mostly be betting on me remembering to build pylons. Rather than me needing more pylons, because in theory I should just be keeping up with that and stay on top of my supply, because it's actually not that difficult to do as long as you are kind of aware of it being a thing. So the bet would be like, hey, does he forget to build pylons to increase population? And if I notice the bet, then that's inherently reminding me, which is already kind of cheaty. So I don't know, but I mean, you can do whatever you want, like I said. It's not a bad one. The good thing is that people can read the prediction themselves and then make up their mind if they wanna bet on something like that or not, so you basically can't go wrong in my opinion. Sadly, I cannot deduct or give people any of the channel point currency. Yeah, exactly, and especially on Protoss, where I have to build more pylons anyway to increase my building area, it's maybe a little bit easier than with the other factions. But that being said, it's also easy to just get distracted and forget about it for a moment, so it's not completely out of the question. But I'm building some more right now as I want to build some more tech buildings down here, so I don't see it happening on this map. Unless we get some AI forces that suddenly blow up my population. Let's see, archives. We can make Dark Templars now, once we, hey, what's wrong with you? Pathing just going completely apeshit. We can make Dark Templars now, once we have the Templar archives, which is quite fun. In theory, you can kind of cheese a lot of the maps of memory serves by, relying on Dark Templars a lot. Because while the AI does have some detection here and there, especially if it's not Zerg you're fighting, then they're mostly reliant on static detection, like buildings and stuff that can reveal invisible units. So if you take your High Templar, or Dark Templar rather, which deal a shit ton of damage and just bum rush, for example, the missile turrets of Terrans, then they kind of very quickly run out of detection once their scans are used up. So it is pretty cheesy. They're also surprisingly good just in combat in general because of their very high damage once again. Which upgrade was that? Oh, this one. But yeah, now for example, as you can see that I'm starting to pump out units out of 4 gateways, we're shooting up in supply very quickly. And I've built the majority of the buildings that I want to build for now, so now there would be a chance for me to mess up and get supply stock for a bit. I should probably put these into a different control grid. Actually, let's just go and have a bit of an explore with them. Allows me to build up my forces while doing something useful. Let us build one right back here. And one over here. Just to give myself some coverage in case I need to slap down cannons. I don't see that actually ever happening, to be honest. Did you lock yourself in here? Oh my god, you hostless little shit. Okay, I'll cancel it just for you. That is blocked. That is so weird. Look at that. That corner is completely blocked off. Oh. Interesting. Anyway. God damn it. Oops. There we go. You guys, part of this group. You go here. Oh, I'm full on these already. God damn it. I need to get rid of these DTs.
For ire, so be it. Very well. For ire, yes. I'm waiting.
It does make you wonder a bit how the Zerg managed to arrive here before us and set up a base. When we hopped through the same warp gate. And apparently they weren't native here, so we brought them with us. It's a bit of a rare, or a weird situation rather. Results. So in theory I could sit here and make my forces a lot stronger before attacking, but I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm not really patient enough to do that, and it's also not usually necessary. I said earlier you could go up to 200 supply in theory, and that makes your force very, very strong, and in the meanwhile you could also upgrade your attack and armor upgrades to max level, which is 3. That also makes you a very large amount stronger, but I just kind of want to go as soon as I have 1 or 2, or more likely 2 to 3 groups of units full. It also gets clunky controlling your units once you have too many of them. Silly though that may sound. I fucked up. I do not want this guy, I want this guy. Yeah, let's just keep you all together, fuck it. Let's not treat Dark Templar any special. Look at that, I almost got supply cut. But I paid attention. Here's the gate.
No sign of Phoenix or Rainer. They must still be on Ire.
Yeah, fucking creep disappears so I can take this. I mean, I don't really need the base, I guess. Should just hop down here and build a bunch of pylons, so we have more supply limit. So now if I tried to build, I'd be supply stock and you would have won the bet. But I paid attention so I didn't press the button, so how is that now the result of the bet? It's a bit awkward. Because I did get supply stock, but we didn't get the message. Actually, I think I can just take this out. This massive micromanagement. This is going to be a pain in the ass without ramp. Is there another way? I don't think there is. Bullshit. Guess we'll accept the pain in the ass with the ramp. You know what, you guys have fun doing that while I go and macro a bit. I'm sure they have. I always like that about the Protoss announcer, because he goes, your warriors have engaged the enemy rather than your mates are under attack. So even if you just carelessly place your men sitting idle and they get sniped by opponents they can't even fight back against, it still goes like, oh yeah, you're fighting the enemy, which is a very positive attitude to have. I always like that a lot. I really should get a second forge if I'm just gonna about units like this. Oh god, this round. How could that possibly function? Are they? If only. Funnily enough, the basic bitch circling unit is so weak that it can kind of get killed by workers. Like, workers can fight. They're pretty bad at it, obviously, but they can fight back. So if you have, like, let's say a small group of 6 or so zerglings, one of the better ways of dealing with it is just to send all your workers to fight them, because they will probably win. Might still lose a few, of course, but at least it's something if you have no other men to defend your workers with. I think they have 5 damage or something, let's see. Mr. Probe, where are you? Yeah, he does 5 damage. So he can, in theory, take down a building too. So look at him go. Beep. Bzz. Bzz. Bzz.
Executor, my crew and I will remain here on Ire and shut the gate down on this side. It's the only way to make sure that the Zerg won't send more reinforcements to Shakuras.
You will be hopelessly outnumbered. And once the gate is shut down, there will be no one to save you should you be overrun.
Yeah, well, I'm a man of action. What can I say?
I shall remain with Raider as well, Executor. My duty is to Ire after all.
Farewell, then, brave warriors. We will send through all the troops we can spare.
Thanks. You kids just remember to play nice from now on, okay? Wish us luck.
I kinda like a mission like that, where you're just on the other side of a warp gate, you take 4 bases and just pump out a shit ton of units and send them all through so they can hold off the Zerg forever, because given how this game operates, you could probably just win against the invasion. Also, yeah, Bot has thought things through, probes probably don't have asses. Why would you build them with them? It's just impractical. Legacy of the Zonaga.
I am Rashagal, matriarch of the Dark Templar, and I welcome you and your companions to our world. Zeratul has informed me of the fall of Ire, and I am deeply grieved. I am one of the few Dark Templar old enough to remember our ancestral home with clarity. Yet no matter how tragic the circumstances, it is clear that fortune has reunited our people. We Dark Templar will never forget our banishment from Ire, nor the Conclave's sins against us. But you and your companions are no longer of the Conclave. The example set by your fallen hero, Tassadar, has shown you that when the light and dark sides of our energies are united, our power is undeniable.
But Matriarch, the Zerg who have followed us here are unlike any enemy the Protoss have ever known.
You speak the truth, Judicator. And yet, there lies a dormant power here that can help us to scour the Zerg from Shakuras forever. Long ago, we Dark Templar were a nomadic people. But when we found a remarkable monument upon this world, we decided to remain here to study it. We discovered that the enormous structure is actually an ancient Zelnaga temple, dedicated to the race that sired us all. The temple is situated above a nexus of powerful cosmic energies. If we were to access those energies...
Then we should strike now while the Zerg still muster their forces.
Alas, we cannot. In order to properly channel the energies of the temple, we will need the twin crystals, Urash and Callus, that legends say were separated many ages ago. The Urash is laced with pure Templar energies, while the Callus is comprised of dark Templar energy. Only by using these two crystals in unison can we hope to channel the potent energies of the temple.
Then it is clear that we must retrieve these crystals, wherever they may be.
Agreed. But first, we must deal with the Zerg and their 2 Cerebrates who have already taken up station around the temple itself. To arms, my children. Scour the temple grounds of this foul infestation.
I'm not your child, what are you talking about? Also, oh boy, let's go fetch questing. Yeah, this game is pretty good at not tanking your frame rate, even if there's a lot of shit going on. Like, people used to play these in free-for-all games with a lot of mates that would just try maxing out and shoot each other, and the game used to run that shit pretty well. And your comment about shitting minerals back out for further fucking processing just makes me think of Probe and Centipede, basically. Just make a fucking beeline of probes. One mines, shits it out, next one mines, and so on and so forth.
Remember, young Templar, Cerebrats can be killed only by Dark Templar weapons and energies. My brethren will make short work of any Cerebrat. I'm waiting for ire. Very well.
Nice. Establish dominance by breaking the game.
Executor, our sensors show that the two Cerebrats are surrounded by spore colonies. We will deploy our Corsairs to compensate for their defense.
Oh boy, a new unit. Look at this shit. Oh, I got these units as well, that's nice. So, Corsairs are airborne units, obviously, and they are fun-ish. You can't shoot in there, can you? Can't you, rather? Of course, you have enough energy for exactly one of these casts, I'm sure that's fine. Do micro shot, give me a second. Oh fuck, I forgot about that. Don't ask me how, I did. But yeah, so we got Corsairs now. Corsairs are flying units that can only attack other flying units. They're pretty good at that as well. They have one ability, which is this disruption web thing that we just saw, which disables ranged units in the area, I think. No friend or foe can attack well in that little area. Their mana is pretty limited at the start, so it's not incredible for now, but it'll do. I am very slow at managing my probes today. Hope I get better at that at some point. So I didn't get to check what prediction you made, so I'm unbiased, which is nice. It's probably about me not making enough pylons, and I think I just cock-blocked you, sorry. I could still come up later. I got Cybernetics Core. So yeah, Corsairs are pretty nice. Let's see if we can find an Overlord to demonstrate. I found not one, but multiple. So Corsairs are pretty cheap and very fast. They're pretty good at hunting down Overlords in general. They're especially good here, obviously, because we get them in this mission. Because apparently mates wanna dropship their shit over here, or Overlord drop their shit over here. We can't let that happen though, so we can intercept them with the Corsairs. It's only 2 on Ghast, oh yeah. Let's get another one in there. Another thing that's nice is that they immediately start by giving us a second base up here, or at least showing it to us. Very welcome. They're okay at fighting other flyers as well. I personally feel like most of the flyers that aren't like the big man units, like battlecruisers or carriers, are more like niche and good at a specific job rather than just straight up in combat. So my brain wouldn't immediately say, oh yeah, I am getting attacked by air units, let's build a bunch of Corsairs, but that's probably not a bad idea either. So, I don't know. I'd say they're okay at fighting as well. But the best use, I think, especially against Zerg, is to hunt down lazy players, overlords across the map. That being said, this Zerg is obviously like a campaign opponent, so they're super well established with tons of spore colonies everywhere and shit, so we can't really go out and easily hunt down their supply units. But like in multiplayer, you could try and annoy men to shit. Let's expand our base a little bit in this direction this time around. Get 2 forges because I always say I want 2 forges. He's the most damage man in the game, the first to fight. Like, their damage is not bad. I don't remember if that's true, but I think their damage is, like, hits multiple enemies if they're overlapping. So if there's, like, a stack of flying units, I think it hits all of them, but I might be misremembering that like crazy. Can't, quite remember for certain. Maybe we'll find out at some point if there's multiple enemies stacked on top of each other. Just gonna build a bunch of cannons here for some reason. I guess mostly to just slow down any mates that they might be dropping.
You have not enough minerals. Yes. Ready for battle.
Oh, they start with 1 armor this side.
May I be of service? Let us attack.
Let's see if there's a path down here too. Maybe sneak in and be annoying. Wow, dropping right here, that's interesting. Why not just walk here? I guess the pathing is fucked. Smart AI avoids having to deal with the pathing. Yeah, seems like we're not getting in there. I cannot tell you either. There's a timer here in the bottom center of the screen. That one you could, in theory, use to ass up. Got that, that's right. Was it about needing additional pylons? Because I may have kind of cheesed you out of that one by realizing I was about to be supply booked and cancelling them on earlier. We need the Citadel at some point for Zealot Charge. I might need air units here actually, because this looks like the end of the platform. Let's take a man and have a look. Yeah, that'd be okay with me, because then we can just go up here and establish a second base and they have no ground way of attacking. But also explain why they dropped units at our front door rather than walking into our base.
May I be of service?
Yep, this is the edge. Alright, cool.
Father, guide me. Ready for battle.
So they couldn't even do shit if they wanted to.
Excellent. Oh, at last. I thought you'd in my way.
They really managed to cram 2 Zerg bases into this tiny corner. Goddamn. And those AI. Well, in that case, I probably need something to ferry units, so I might have to do a Roboport.
Let us attack.
Or Robo-Bear or whatever. Yeah, they're already dropping on these men. What I mean, base is so young and innocent. Oh, we saved the probe. So we are true heroes. My nose is itchy, I don't know why. I heat up. Usually a sign of my allergies assing up, but I doubt that that's the case here. It's almost done.
Let us attack.
Right, I'll get some Robo-Base. Actually, I think I only need 1 since we're only building shuttles. Don't really need 18 per minute or something like that. The B5 is just a handful. I see some mates being dropped. No, run. There you go. Come on. Fuck. King single zergling runs through, tries to be annoying. I am, however, on top of things.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
As you obviously all expected. Did I send enough men into gas yet? I have no idea. Probably not. Probably did. Who knows? I'll just like check once my workers have settled. Yeah, I know things about my ass, and that one is one of those. Yeah, it's surprisingly easy to be on top of ass. If you ever sat down, then you were on top of it. I just have to re-ass, as they say. Probably someone, somewhere, said that, I'm sure. I like that I built this pylon, like, hey, let's build some cannons, and then I just built a pylon, and now we're getting attacked, and I don't have any cannons. It's very good of me. Alright, so we disruption web these men, and now they can't attack. I mean, this one can because he's up there, but fuck him. Oh, melee can't attack either. I thought it was only ranged. Interesting. Oh, shows what I know, which is very little apparently. What was the first shuttle? I guess we'll get like 4. 4 seems like a number. Could ask up more probes. Don't think we need to though. We were fine on 1 base before with 4 gates, so we should probably be able to do the same thing. So base use somewhere in the middle so I can be aware when things occur. Get a shield upgrade as well. It's always nice to have.
Upgrade complete.
Probably need to mix in some extra DTs as well. I think I'm down to 1, yeah. And I need them to kill the mission buildings, circuits. So once again, shuttles are awful with Dragoons because Dragoons take up 4 spaces. I can put a grand total of 2 Dragoons into a shuttle, which is very tedious. But ultimately, once we establish a beachhead somewhere, we can just ferry men over, and it's not a big deal if it takes multiple trips. It's still a bit more tedious than it needs to be. Okay, oh, pylons. Oh, what the fuck were you doing, sir? Let's just plop down some extra ones right here. It's a little buffer. Can produce away. You see you are struggling with this bridge, which is understandable because I blocked it. Let me see, very juicy. Kinda screwed up my production there, but fuck it. No big deal, probably. Alright, let's get you into group 4. With my cannon fodder man. Fucking queens. Being annoying. They're not actually doing anything that annoying or dangerous, I suppose, but just watching them run in, drop off some shit, and fuck off. I mean, I don't know. It's undeserved, uncalled for. No Dragoon and a Dark Templar. I think 4 should be enough. We have 4 shuttles? 4 shuttles. That should also be enough.
Upgrade complete. I long for combat.
Well, that Zergling sure died.
Man calls for a duel. I long for combat. Honor guide me.
Alright, let's see. I want... Is that 12? That is 12, nice.
I long for combat.
Let us put these 4 in here. And then these 4 into these 2. I think I want 2 more Dragoons. Take the 2 most injured men in the game. Seems like a very wise choice.
I stand ready.
Did I know? I guess I didn't. Maybe I did. I don't know. Anyway, time to function D. Oh, I forgot that that's how that works in this game. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to my shuttles or my mates. Oh, they're not really defending that well, surprisingly, so I guess I accept. Where's my 4th shuttle? Did I lose one? I don't think I did. Must have just lost it on the map somewhere. Isn't exactly as difficult of a base as I was expecting. I was kind of thinking they'd put up more of a fight. Right, I'm just gonna not bother too much with the control groups and just send the men in as they come. Because this feels a bit too easy. Grab men, send in. Strategy of champions. 4. Hey, nice, they fit in 1 shuttle. Let's put them in the injured shuttle, or in the damaged shuttle, just so it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Will they survive, or won't they? Who knows? They probably will, given that we've completely broken this fucking base. At least we get some excitement, though. Bring went alive. Oh boy, still a lot of mates. Why are you attacking while your base is dying? I mean, I guess it's your call. Hey, we fought the 1st shuttle. Where the fuck was that hiding? Oh well. I guess it's only his friend that died. He was fine. So the nice thing about this shit is that I can afford to lose my Dark Templar because I can just make more. I don't think we will lose the Dark Templar, mind, but we can. And that is great. With 4 of them, this should go somewhat quickly. Upgrades in 3 as well. Let's make sure the last hit does not get snapped again. Hello. Who's that? Haven't seen that in a while.
Well done, mighty Protoss. I'm glad to see that you all are as violent as ever.
Kerrigan, what mockery is this?
Relax, warriors. Despite what you may think, I haven't come here to fight you.
This is laughable. Do you truly expect us to believe that your intentions here are honorable? That these Zerg here are not under your sway?
Look, The Cerebrates you've killed were my enemies as well. If you let me explain, I'm sure you'll understand that—
You are the enemy of all who live, Kerrigan. What makes you think we would have anything to do with you?
Because, Zeratul, I bring news of an event that threatens us all. If you'd be so good as to escort me back to your citadel, I'll tell you everything I know.
Very well, Kerrigan. We shall hear what you have to say. But be warned, we will not suffer your treachery here.
Look at her, she's only 1-1 upgraded. Pathetic. Anyway. I'm sure this is a great idea, inviting Kerrigan to your base, or to your console or whatever. Just for Uraj.
Now then, Kerrigan. Perhaps you had best explain yourself. What is this news you've come to give?
There is a new Overmind growing on Char.
What? Impossible. Why should we believe anything you have to say?
Because, Zeratul, I'm no longer the mindless murderess whom you fought on Char. The Overmind is dead. Whatever warped control it once had over me is gone. I know that this is a lot to take in all at once, but you've got to believe me. There's more at stake
She
here than—
lies. She is infested to the core. I, for one, will not listen to any of this.
Silence, Judicator. Continue, Kerrigan.
Apparently, many of the renegade Cerebrates, commanded by Dagoth, have merged into a new Overmind. Fortunately, the creature is still in its infant stages. It can't control the swarm yet, but Dagoth and the others still have control over most of the broods. The 2 Cerebrates you killed here were part of Dagoth's forces. Look, I don't need to tell you all what might happen if that thing reaches maturity. I can guarantee you that should it awaken, it'll take full control of me, just like it did before. I don't want that to happen, and I'm pretty sure you don't want it to happen either.
Even if what you say is true, our priority is to save this world, not assault the new Overmind. We must find the crystals Uraj and Kalis before we are all vanquished.
Then I'll help you with your search. If you can defeat the renegade Zerg gathered here, it'll weaken the efforts of Dagoth and his ilk.
My children, you must put aside your fears and misgivings to accomplish what must be done. For the time being, Kerrigan will assist you in your endeavors. Though she has been your enemy, it is enough that we share the same agenda now. Allow her time enough to prove herself to you, and you may find her to be a valued ally. For now, you must focus on the task at hand. Search for the Uraj on the planet Braxis, and let nothing stop you from recovering it.
We will do what you ask, Matriarch. But you cannot expect us to forgive Kerrigan's crimes against our race. Executor, prepare our forces. We shall debark for the planet Braxis before the next moonrise.
I like that Aldara is just fucked off. Like, nah, I'm not hearing any of this. Leaves. Man of principles. Hey, I control these, nice. Four Tyrants just hanging out.
Explain something to me, Zeratul. Why would your people leave such a secret crystal in the hands of these Terrans?
We didn't. Long ago, this world was a Protoss colony called Kirador. When the strife between our tribes escalated, this planet and the Uraj crystal were abandoned. These Terrans had come here only recently.
Anyone still have scarabs? Nope. Right, cool. Off you fuck, into the corner. I should probably pop down some talents as well, otherwise it's gonna start off very slowly. So I could just give them more scarabs so they can nuke down the bunker, but I'm not really too worried about the bunker with the Kerrigan sitting here being able to tank. She'll be fine, I'm sure. And since she's Zerg, she will actually regenerate, which is nice. And I didn't want to build more Scarabs because I need my money for further economy in a bit. Right, Cybot. Finest mech captain pilot man in all the lands. You know what? Fuck it, let's get another pylon going. Hey, we sort this fucking brood. We sorted so hard that we as Protoss have the fucking Zerg hero with us. Very lovely.
Executor, we have a problem. Our warp matrix was damaged during transit. Because of the extensive damage, we will be unable to warp in stargates to this location.
Yeah, Artman started with Broad War, which I also enjoyed. It's a very fine pun. Yeah, Goliaths are pretty short. Cannot stand up to, well, most mechs these days. Nah, they're way worse than Marines. Goliaths are so big and clunky, they can hardly function at all. Marines are small and nimble. Big shooty guns. I also like that the game's like, oh boy, we can't make Stargates here, how will we function? And I've been just making a lot of regular gateway units anyway. But hey. Massness, oh boy, that's certainly certainly a place to put ass into. But and yes, Marines can staircase, as was some of the smallest units in the game. They have acquired the power of staircase. I'm listening. Yeah, let's get some gas, I guess. Well, I should probably focus more on minerals right now. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I may want to scarab up these guys now that we have some income. Well, according to the bot, yes, the bot, ass just fits everywhere. You can just pick any place and anywhere and just get it right going. Oh, he was not in that. Thought the graphic overlapped enough. I was mistaken. I wish I could see how many they have while they're producing, but it hides the interface. How many do you have? 4, 5? 5, that's nice. Why plus 25? Oh. I don't think they start with upgrades. Maybe that's the direct man damage. Oh shit, we're gonna be blasted. Whoops. Only better prediction for this one going. It's not that bold. So I like that they, fairly early on in this one, let you face off against Terrans, because the previous campaign, like the initial one, is pretty limited in certain matchups. You mostly fight Zerg, which makes sense since it's mostly the big man threat that everybody is struggling against, but you, in the Zerg campaign, or in the Terran campaign, you only fight Protoss once, and in the entire Protoss campaign you don't fight Terran at all. There's one instance where the man with his, like Duke with his battlecruiser and a bunch of wraiths shows up, but outside of that you basically don't fight Terran, which is kind of a shame. Ideally I think you'd want the campaign to sort of at least show every matchup at least once. I actually have to be a little bit careful with space here. Not the biggest plateau to work with. Oh, there's a ramp up here, I need to be aware of this. I guess I'll have you hang out there in case any man dares approach. I mean, they kind of do, since you get Raynor to help in your last mission. It's not like they don't exist within their within their space. It's just that they're kind of the good guys against the Zerg being the bad guys. That's actually a decent number of nades. I think the game wants me to build some combat units. It's obliged, I guess.
Yes, Cerebrate?
Okay, they've attacked 3 times on that side. They must be attacking from the other side now. It's the rule. Get our 2 forges going.
My life for ire.
In the base one, definitely not. In this one... I mean, if you want to be technical about it, we're currently controlling a Zerg in Kerrigan, but I don't think we get to play as Zerg in the Protoss campaign. So we'll start shooting out some more Zealots. I feel like we're gonna be attacked by air units from this side. I don't know why. There's some long buried memory going AUs. So I think we'll just slap a cannon down here somewhere. Maybe over here as well.
My life for ire.
W-A. Yeah, it seems like they, when the Zerg grabbed her probably dead body or almost dead body, they just kind of left the gun behind, which is probably reasonable Zerg behavior. I think they cared more about the mate than the armament. I don't have a cybernetics core. I'm very good at this game. Sitting here trying to make dragoons, and I actually just cannot. It's impossible. I think they actually want me to use these reavers later on, because this looks dangerous, especially if there's like a tank here. So we might actually use other units than Zealots and Dragoons. Hope you're very excited. I once again tried to build Dragoons and still cannot because the building is not finished. I'm very good at this. I think if I place it like that, there's no chance of it getting units stuck. It's my biggest fear.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. I long for combat.
Looks like they're attacking here again. God damn it, guys. Told you to come from the other side this time. Look at them gathering. That did not hit you. I call bullshit. Why did you go in close combat? What's wrong with you? How dare you? Please, don't focus the weak one. There we go. Everything under control, NP. Not even close. Alright, let's build another pylon. Since you kinda need those in very large numbers. Can you please move, man? Thank you. Astless robes, they don't make them like they used to. But actually the opposite was more true. This is how they used to make them, and they're better in the future in StarCraft 2. Pathing and behavior-wise, so maybe I should say the opposite. I'm all inning on this very vague memory of me being attacked by air units from behind. Committing a large quantity of minerals to this. Those shields make sense. And we're very behind on economy. Yeah. Maybe just wasting my money inefficiently. Put you right here. Alright, let's have a little scout with Kerrigan. Let's also save though. Just in case she accidentally goes kaboom. Bunch of bunkers on either side. Big cloak like a champion. Look at this adorable little base. Ow, ow. I have been detected. But maybe you should go back home. Enough time wasted, now I can upgrade stuff again. The money has come in. Alright, how about you just go back home, decloak, take some time off, and let the Protoss handle this? And probe in the way. Oh, actually you can fit through here. Nice. Good for you. I'm impressed. Let's put you on 4 because we're probably gonna need another control group in a second. Looks like they're about to attack again as well. Something about getting these upgrades is so satisfying to me. I know, my brain is hardwired to say, oh yeah, give everybody more attack. Feels so good. Like, I'm sitting here eagerly waiting for my Templar Archives to finish so I can click this button so that in around 18 minutes of time I get +2 attack on my mates. Brains work in mysterious ways. Look, actually lost a mate. Why are you guys going downstairs? And you're not entirely in the wrong, I'm just confused. Guess we got charge. Get some more dragoons. Alright, let's fail at some micro for a bit. I should probably hotkey you to something just in case I need to keep you alive. Oops. Come on. Should pull every man in the game. Yeah, getting their buildings sniped is usually considered a big move by most turns. So they usually just come out immediately once you start doing that. Can't really blame them, I sort of do the same. Whenever I spot a Reaver shooting me in the bum. It's nice to be on the dealing end instead of the receiving end of that sort of Reaver abuse. The pain has left me traumatized from the previous campaigns. When the pain in campaigns go down. Can you guys path maybe at some point? Thank you. Proud of you. I know I don't sound very proud, but I am, I promise. Do you get upgrades from me? No, you do not. Lame. Makes sense though, since they are Protoss upgrades specifically. Pew, 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 pew. God, these things are ridiculous. Poor fucking AI. I know what that feels. Alright, how about you actually do something for a change? Oh shit, there's another bunker. Nah, we can handle one. Oop, there's some mates gathering on this side for a change. I have paid attention now. I am ready and waiting. More ready than waiting, but still. Actually getting value out of my cannons. Shed a tier internally. Alright, so let's just climb this. Didn't I have a probe sitting around somewhere not doing much? Did it die? It probably died. Let's make a new cannon here. Then off you go, down here, claim a new base, but place it properly please, thank you. My geyser is already depleted, goddamn. It's very stingy. Also, make a bunch of pylons down here. It's fun that we get to be the faction sitting on high ground and having men come to us for a change. In the past, especially in the campaign, we've just been the idiots that have to walk up the ramp, struggle with the pathfinding, as men just shoot the shit out of us. Oh fuck. Let's not go quite this crazy, please. Nah, he's fine. Fucking goddammit, man! Over here. Kinda would like to build some cannons. At least 2. Or to pull some of you guys down. Not that many resources here actually, but it's going to be helpful anyway.
Upgrade complete.
You're too fast. An odd thing to say to people that are gathering resources, but they are too fast.
You've not enough minerals.
That looks like a pretty rough place to take. God damn this range and damage. And everything. Fucking hell. Still plus 25. Is they're not benefiting from the upgrades? Makes sense. Since it's kind of a special attack. Shit. Okay, fuck it, we're going in. I was considering if I have some sort of hard smart plan I can do here. In order to not just get fucked by the high ground bullshit. I gave up. It's really nice when playing Protoss that you just have these zealots that are very fast, very sturdy, and very willing to just throw themselves into enemy fire, tank, like the siege tank shots and everything for you. Quite the kind of unit to have. Should we make more mids? Sure. Always more mids. Oh. Well, I have 2 cannons, right? So I should be fine. No way any attack could ever be strong enough to defeat 2 fucking photon cannons. I did not expect to be correct, but I was. And here I am. Here. Brain turned off for a second. It's normal. They are still not all up the ramp. Come the fuck on, guys. How long are we gonna wait here? Hey, how about you guys go and explore for me what is on the side of the map? That'd be nice. Probably nothing of value, but I should probably have a look instead of just assuming that. Hey man. 1 upgrades. What the fuck? How dare you do this to yourself? Okay, this is probably fine. Just not gonna bother microing that guy. He's fine, I've decided. Oh, look at this wee little baby base. Hands off meteors. Why did they drop an SCV here? That's just fucking Totally abused in some way, shape, or form. Poor guy. Did nothing wrong. At least I don't think so. Exploring this area. Move you guys forward a bit. Reminder to buy scarabs at all times. Oh, is this a... no, never mind, there's a ramp here. I was gonna say, is that an air-only base with all the missile turrets, but no. Interesting that these guys are hanging out here still. But their main base being under attack. Let's not watch the main fight, let's just explore with a single zealot and see what's what. Very successful explorer zealot though, I gotta say. I got way more than I bargained for with this man. Oh, thankfully your main base is broken, so get fucked, mates. My fucking headphone cables are halfway across my keyboard. I think I built something dumb. There we go. Oh hey look, there's the crystal. So where Kerrigan goes. Speaking of Kerrigan, let's have you arrive in preparation for this. I like that they, oh, this is a proper cliff. Yeah, this is completely separated. Okay. I like that they placed some minerals down by the crystal, make it look like it's part of the crystal formation in here.
I'm listening.
Hey, you're pretty fast. Already all the way across the map. These 4 zealots are currently destroying this entire base. God damn it, Terran, step your shit up. Man sees 4 zealots approaching him, he's all like... Then he dies. Yeah. They never saw it coming, as they say. Found out my zealot legs are too fast for their eyes. There's a single missile turret, let's go Kerrigan. Perform murder on this single missile turret. Not entirely sure why I'm full clearing this map, but I'm just in the mood to end all the men. Alright. Is it right? Maybe there's someone hiding back here? I doubt it though. Right.
What is it now?
There's a single turret left. Let's go get that and then we fuck off with the crystal. And we're supply capped. And I didn't get a message, did I? Maybe I just didn't notice it. Probably just didn't notice it.
Yes, Senator. On my way. All right.
Alright. Look at this dirty looking crystal.
On my way. All right. Crystal's here, boys. Send in a probe to gather it up, and our work here is done.
You have done well, Kerrigan. There's more to you than it seems. Perhaps I have misjudged you.
Given our history, I can't say I blame you. Let's just get the job done.
Yeah, you cast Psystorm at least twice. There's really more to you than meets the eye, Kerrigan. I'm impressed of where your allegiances lie now. I lower the volume in anticipation. I don't remember if there's any, or many in general, videos on this one, but if there are, then they're gonna be noisy, so I'm gonna turn it down in these kind of situations. Oh, never mind. Battle of Brexus.
Executor, our sensors have just identified a large group of Terran vessels. However, their configuration profile is unlike any Terran group yet encountered. We are receiving a transmission from the fleet's command ship, identifying itself as the Alexander.
You're not Alexander.
Commander. I am Admiral Alexei Stukov of the United Earth Directorate. We are here here to take control of the Terran Dominion and all of its outlying colonies. You are in direct violation of Terran space and have openly attacked Terran troops. Lower your shields and power down your weapon systems. The UED will be taking custody of your ships and whatever spoils you have garnered from this planet.
United Earth Directorate. Raynar spoke of the distant Terran homeworld called Earth. These humans have come a long way to make war on us.
Have faith, Zeratul. You almost sound as if you fear these humans. What are they to such as we? Was it not we who defeated the dreaded Overmind?
Yes, Artanis, we did vanquish the Overmind, but we did so with the help of humans. Do not be so quick to underestimate them.
Of course. Executor, I shall test the mettle of these humans by scouting ahead of your ships and finding a way through this blockade. In Toro Tassadar.
Yeah, I think the bot put it better than you did, sorry. Gotta say. I think this is a no-build mission, but I might be wrong, we'll see. At least a version of one. Hey, here we go.
Direct my wrath.
Oh yeah, Hero, Scout, Artanis, here we go. Well, he does 20 base damage on ground units, so that's alright. Let's see, so we have these mates, and then we have these mates, and then we have these mates, and I guess we also bind this to here.
I am needed, awaiting instructions.
I think they want me to land here, given that that's kind of sticking out and doesn't have turrets on it, so let's oblige.
Yes, Executor. For ire. Yes, Executor.
Oops. Man steps forward a little bit too much. Fucking stop aggroing to the men that are currently killing you. I mean, I guess that makes sense if I put it that way. Yeah, it's very nice. I appreciate that sort of thing. Makes you wonder why they do that, but I don't think they really thought it through all that much. Looks like a dead end up here, so I don't think we need to. There's another turret up here. I kind of want to bin that. Let's see if the observer can scout it without being shot. There we go. That's gonna take a while with the mischance. What is the mischance on this, actually? I thought it was 33%, but it feels like more than that. Maybe I'm just picky. We also have these guys. Let's see if we can ass up here now. Scout with the scouts, as they might say. Fucking Ostless Vision. I guess a third would fit. I say as 4 hits in a row miss. God damn it, RNG.
Consider it done.
Oops, more bullshit. I think we can take one of these though, especially with Artanis tanking.
I am ready.
Which he certainly is doing, as you can see, from the fact that nobody but Artanis took damage. He was absolutely tanking that.
Indeed.
Being Ostless.
I am ready.
Right, you go forth, and the others follow.
Direct my wrath. Direct my wrath.
I had to move a bit upwards with the missile turrets. You guys stay back here for a moment as we take care of this. I think this is one of the generators we need to bin, and I think that bins all the missile turret actually, so let's go do that. So it does. It even gives us vision.
With the power generator destroyed, the missile turrets on this platform are no longer operational. However, we will need reinforcements to finish the job.
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
Oh boy, more tomatoes. I feel like I could maybe do this with some Templar by themselves. Unless there's a missile turret that I'm not saying, but it doesn't look like it yet.
Yes, Executor.
I feel like I have options here in order when it comes to where I want to go. This unnerves me. Having options means I can fuck up. Alright, let's go with the Observer for a second before I commit any of my very valuable DTs. Like, nay scouting whatsoever, or detecting rather. Yeah, these I can just take with DTs then. Alright, cool. Let's ship these guys out. Always feels a bit mean to just murder them with DTs like that. I guess such is war. Oh hey look, they brought a science also. I should probably try to end that one. Or move a second.
Yes, Executor.
We should be able to burst it down with the scouts, they're pretty good at anti-air.
State your will. I concur.
Absolutely destroyed. So science vessels are a bit dangerous in this because they are mobile detectors, so like they fly around and they see invisible units. So not fun. Don't wanna rely on being stealthy cloaky mate. Maybe I should bring all my forces over here actually. I wasn't doing that because I wasn't sure if this is a smart way to go. I thought maybe I should go here. I mean, I still don't know if there's one thing I should prefer over the other. But this seems like a viable path up here, so let's go have a look. Then we can bring more mates and speed this up a bit. Gonna drop or like now? Thank you.
I am ready.
Let's put you there then and go with the Templar next. Oh, I should not go with you. I think there was a siege tank over here somewhere. Fuck. Man flees forwards, and as much as I appreciate that, that is also a bit dangerous. Wait, the Wraith isn't coming from there? There we go. My biggest weakness, tight spaces. Or tight-ish spaces, not even that tight, just...
State your will. I concur.
So I didn't remember much about this mission. Just that it's kind of the no-build mission with some gimmicks to it.
Indeed.
It seems alright so far, since I actually have a lot more options than I thought I was gonna have.
Indeed.
I thought it was just gonna be like a little one-shot corridor.
Consider it done.
But they actually gave me a decent number of options per segment so far.
I concur.
It's much appreciated. Why are you flying in so far? What the fuck is wrong with you? There you go, just be stationary.
I am ready.
I know that's hard when you're flying, I guess. But yeah, we had a lot of Protoss here if we wanted to.
Yes, Executor.
Quite nice.
State your will. I concur.
Resources are en route now, young Templar.
Is that a science also again? No, it's a Goliath.
I'm waiting
Why Goliath?
for iron.
Why Goliath? Alright, what do we get this time? Basically more of the same. Right. Oh, I fucked up.
I'm waiting.
There we go. Picked the wrong control group, almost sent my men to their dead. Drop a bit, so we don't take up as much space. Get it? Space because we're in space. What do we have here? Actually, I should probably bring an observer. The segment is connected to this generator, so I can't just fly over that. We do have this man over here. For a second I was worried I'd forgotten to unmute my microphone again for the last 18 minutes or something. Let's see, where should we go next? Seems just like a very solid line of missile bins all around. Remember to speed up after muting my microphone, since that is the same button. I think my mute microphone button is also the speed down button, which is unfortunate. Wait, this corner seems like the big man hard defend. Don't think we can do that one anytime soon, or at least we want to do that one anytime soon. Let's grab these dragoons and get them up here. I think we can just snipe some of the turrets until we get through. Fucking uphill miss, come on, someone sniped that, thank you. Hey, there's a mine.
Awaiting instructions. Input command. Initiated.
Okay. Kind of lost track of my observer there.
Make use of me. Transmit. Awaiting instructions. Initiated.
Alright, so we go into these. And you guys go in here, and you guys go in here. Then we ass up. Oh, don't go into the mine, you fucking idiot. Good shot. Nope, not you. Oh, I haven't properly set up these groups. That's why we don't listen. That should be alright. Yeah, okay, good. Need to make sure I don't accidentally send the wrong man to their dead. Let's get the shuttles out of here for a sec. Okay, they have a lot of mines around here. It's very awkward. Did I lose a dragoon or did I... Oh, I still have one in the shuttle. Maybe I just accidentally put one into a shuttle again. That's the sort of thing I would do. There we go. So I want to clear this with dragoons since they can actually snipe the mines before they do anything to me. It's very easy to just lose a group of Dark Templar or the like here. Oh, that's a siege tank. Pretty nasty. I guess I need to clear out these missile turrets and mines, and then the rest sorts itself with air units. Fucking tank. Eh. So what else is up here? There's another ghost. Still a bunch of mines on the ground. How do I best get in here? Huh. I am unsure. Alright, my men are no longer locked down, so... Why for would you move so close to the tank man? How did I deal with this guy? There's still missile turrets, so it's not like I can't just cloak someone in there. I guess I could try clearing the outside and then dropping some Dark Templar up here. Seems like it would be alright.
Transmit commencing. Announcing. Confirmed. Confirmed.
Okay, never mind. That lockdown is actually quite annoying. He's not a knight of the... Oh, there's another tank. You know what? Fuck your tank. I'm going in. Actually, fuck my plan. Let's first get an observer here because there were mines previously. There might be mines again. Please, thank you. Alright, enough of clean and proper. Time to just break through with some force, I guess. I wonder what's in this corner. Mr. Observer, would you please help me out with this mission? I don't think I can sneak past here, can I? Oh, I can. Never mind. There's the Oog I see. Sees another bunker.
I long for combat. Honor guide me. I long for combat.
So I choose to send the Dark Templar and Zealots here because they can actually fit uphill without too much of a problem. But I tried to bring the Dragoons in here, they're just kind of... Oh wow. That guy would die in the process. But yeah, if I sent the Dragoons up here, they get stuck on the rams and don't really do anything. As is, I can just kind of bum rush this gen now. Let's see what happens now. Entire center area deactivates, that's alright. What do we get this time? Reavers. As well as High Templar. Guess those could help against the tank. So I guess we just... Never mind, I need to gather at a spot where they won't be shot down from the from the bunkers. Because while the missile turrets have powered down, the bunkers are obviously still filled with men. So they will still take their opportunity to end me if available. You know what? I have a better idea actually. Let's still empty. There you go. I think I'm just gonna rush in there like an idiot and drop all my mates. If they ever decided to drop the mates. There you go, this is what success looks like. I know from experience. Where's my observer?
Reinforcements are en route now, young Templar.
I need that because of the ghosts. God, your pathing is so miserably good. Fuck you, sir. Oh my god, pathing, please. Thank you. All the mates. Alright, what did we get this time? Ooh. Now that looks like a proper get in there and get shit done sort of force.
Yes, Executor.
I heard someone shoot. Oh, it's you.
I am ready for ire.
They didn't pick up the fucking salad. There we
I
go.
am ready. Indeed.
Alright, you gather here, and you guys don't quite fit in one control group. Thank you, game. I guess all the combat units do though.
Yes, Executor.
Then you guys get in here. This observer comes over here. This one follows someone here. Oops, that's not my note. That one, there we go. And you just sit here for a bit.
Direct my wrath. Yes, Executor. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Alright, I forgot that that's how they work.
I am ready. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, I don't get minerals to resupply the reavers. I didn't even think about that. Interesting. Yeah, I probably did that just about the most clumsy way imaginable, but hey, we got there. How many shots do I have left? 5 total, that's not that many. Still some men in here, let's see what we have. That's all we had. Where's my Corsairs? Did I? Oh, there's one more. I can cast 2, right? So I'll start with one here. Why would you go in, sir, please? I feel like I was supposed to do that a little bit more elegantly than I did. Yeah, this looks like a good staging platform, but fuck it. Still need to get over that hill at some point, right? Where is some observer maybe for me? Yeah, let's grab this one. Wanna see what's over here? Wonder if these guys can shoot through this hole here. Like, nobody can path through that, I don't think, but shooting might be a thing that is available. Let's see, can you? No. Give me to get closer. No. By cool, I mean fuck.
State your will. Indeed.
Let Volcanoes go first if I can click properly.
Yes,
There we go.
Executor. State your will. For ire.
We saw soon instructions. Initiated. Awaiting command. Transmitted. She house. Honor guide me.
Let's group up a bit. Get these guys over here. And that should be the end of the mission. I have a scout set to follow on them for some reason. The Dragoons haven't started unloading. There we go. First comes out. Let's not go in with Artanos, because we're impatient and accidentally lose the one hero that we can't lose, or the one hero that we can't lose. That was okay. Could have probably done that a lot better had I taken my sweet ass time instead of rushing. Still a bit of a fun spin on the no-build missions, better than the indoors corridor bullshit that they usually have. But I need to be at the bathroom during the next talky bit, so I hope it gives some time.
Executor, the Urash is secured, and the UED has given up the chase. We are currently holding perimeter orbit over the planet Char. Zeratul, have you locked onto the location of the Callus?
Yes. I remember sensing his power the last time I was on this world. However, our sensors indicate a massive, fluctuating energy signature at its location. I am, however, unable to identify the signature's source.
That should be obvious, gentlemen. The source is the Overmind itself. When the Cerebrates merged together, they must have locked onto the Callus energies and nested near it. It's probable that there'll be a number of broods protecting that area. It's risky, but if we can strike hard and fast, we might be able to fight our way through their defenses and escape with the crystal.
Comrades, I may have an alternative. Seeing as how the Overmind is still in its infant stages, I wonder if we might be able to disrupt its control over those broods. If we can do enough superficial damage to the creature, it might pacify the Zerg nearest to it, allowing us some time to retrieve the Callus.
A bold plan, young Artanis. Your courage rivals that of mighty Tazadar himself.
You give me too much credit, noble Zeratul. I am not worthy enough to even speak his name.
Touching. Look, boys, either of these plans will work, but let's not waste any time. I'll be able to exert limited control over a few of the Zerg here and provide you with some backup. But the longer we stay, the more we risk losing both the crystals again.
Agreed. Executor, deploy your forces. May Adun be with you.
I am returned, as they say. Alright. I think I remember this one, just from the objective description. I think we do actually have 2 factions this time around. Yeah, fucking let's go, Zerg and Protoss working together. The actual dream team.
I long for combat.
I think the Zerg guys kinda shut though from the reserves. Could be worse, I guess. Expansion for me, it's nice. On that hotkey. Start with a bunch of bullshit, that's alright as well. By a bunch of, I mean exactly a forge and the shield battery. So not that much bullshit, I guess. Gotta take what you're offered though, and accept it graciously. Not much of an option otherwise. What is this? Workers, alright, let's not run in there. Why are you so far away from your bullshit? Interesting that it shows the Cerebrid as the controller of these units, or as the portrait for that. Normally it's the faction you're currently playing as. But I thought these were like Kerrigan's brood or whatever. Maybe I should have actually listened to the mission thingy. Sadly my stomach was like, no, not today. They really like this photon cannon, I approve. I like them being on this photon cannon. You're dropping something, you are not. Right. You know what, fuck it, let's just have you be group 1 for now. Need a new overlord soon, I think. Bling speed. Always nice when you're playing Zerg. Oh, do you not have gas down here? I see, that's the issue. That does make some semblance of sense.
My life for ire.
You go live down here. Part of this group. I take the busy worker to go build bullshit rather than the idle worker, as any smart man would do. As usually, I set the bar for what is smart and isn't smart. Did I set it poorly? Just make some sunkens here, just in case someone asks up. That is a large quantity of spark rollers down here. I take it this is the Overmind. No, this is the crystal, this is the Overmind.
My life complete.
This single Hydralisk burrowed here, that's interesting. Not sure what that guy's doing there. Probably hanging out underground. Just turn everything into sunkens. Feels like we're gonna be in trouble with some of our Zerg mates here. Didn't I have these in somewhere? No, apparently not. I went. Back you go, Mr. Lings. That is not a very large base, I really need to take this expansion. Is there anything in the way? I don't think so. But just ass down there. Oh my god, this location. Thank you, Blizzard, for being so nice to me. Alright, let's get some Hydras going. What do I best do with lurkers? I guess like this if they can't see me. They can in fact not see me. No, they can. But now he does. Yeah, get fucked, Mr. Overlord. All your friends have become the dead. Alright, let's have a look around with some of these Dark Templar. I like how in the Forge you can see whether the building is working on something because it's actually moving and rotating, but on the Zerg buildings nothing ever changes if they're active, which is kind of unfortunate. Makes it harder to tell what's going on. I think you guys should be hanging out down here just in case they try to pass by.
Upgrade complete.
Only 18 spore colonies here. There are. It's not quite the number I was talking about, but close enough to be relevant. Yeah, they're too alive to be idle. Just never stopped my dumbass. Some Hydra speed. I need to layer attack at some point. They want the second gas because we're effectively still on one gas. So many fucking minerals here though, goddamn. Gonna last us a while, I reckon. Shit. I mean, you are correct though, the Zerg buildings are always moving a bit anyway, so it's probably harder to animate it in such a way. So I clicked that. With all these idle drones, I'm very good at this. All big hearts go man. I'm looking forward to the Zerg campaign. I really enjoy playing Zerg. I mean, I do like me my gateways with Zealot and Dragoons. But, I don't know. Zerg are fun. That is actually not a large quantity of minerals down here. I need to be aware of that. Okay, I kinda wanna start working on that corner soon. Not sure how to best approach it yet. Get a second hatchery up here. I guess the relay point should be here because there's a run. Missile attack going. Should probably scout around the center of the map a little bit as well. Check out all these islands and find every spore colony in the game. Yeah, you know what? Let's just ignore the middle of the island for now. Or the middle of the map. Let's just focus on the sides here. Oops, that is the wrong button. I'm so used to just making all of the drones that I keep instinctively pressing the more of drone hotkey. One thing that's pretty cool is that you can deliver your resources on any of your allied main building, or not your allied, but like on any of your main buildings. So this drone that we have right here, it can deliver units or resources to the Nexus, and they can just mine together here in harmony, which is quite nice. I like that sort of thing. Oh no, they broke the cannon. How will I ever recover? Anyway, you guys go here.
Engage the enemy. Upgrade complete.
God damn it. I'm only on 2.5 hatcheries. How am I always supply log? What's going on here? It's probably the worst production clicking I've ever done. There we go. Yeah, they're innocent. To be fair, the drones haven't really hurt anyone, have they? It's just the men that come out of the drones, mostly. Everything out over here. Right, in you go, mates. Busy, you have run out of busy. Certainly a way to phrase that. You have run out of busy. Hey, here's my next base. Lovely. Oh. Oh, thank fuck he did. I didn't bring the observer. I need to change that. Take it over here. Just make another set of overlords so we're done for a bit. You know what, just because I wanna keep these guys busy as well. Never mind, you have something better to do. See where you guys end up if I send you that way. I feel like I should just do Zealots with Hydras or something. Zealots as the like stronger and much burlier replacement for Zerglings as my front line, and then Hydras because they're actually somewhat mobile in comparison to fucking Dragoons. Actually, I can't make that there. I need to make a hatchery because there's creep everywhere. Not that that's really an issue, is it? Getting overrun by Zerglings, such as life in the zone. You say that, even though that would be a very interesting twist on Stalker, wouldn't it? Such as life in the zone, he says, getting overrun by fucking Zerglings. Anomaly encountered, sudden warp gate to distant planets full of weird-ass aliens. Let's see, how many do I even have here? Exactly 12, nice.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I guess you just go ahead then. Don't lurk me, Frodo. Nice, you shot the Zealot, fucking idiot. Oh, I can't get the next level attack anyway, that's rough. Yeah.
Upgrade complete.
Me lagging behind and attack like crazy. Let's have you guys just all go somewhere, do things. I think I'm just gonna play this map very lazy and just send my men out in various directions. Instead of control grouping them and controlling them properly. Just gonna build a bunch of them and see what they come up with themselves. Fucking learn to click, idiot.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Probably, yeah. That being said, they have detectors, so I guess depending on how you want to interpret that lore-wise, Zerg could probably reveal them and see them and kill them. Okay, where do I have to click to make you guys go into this base in particular? Because I haven't found the right spot apparently. Here we go. We're doing it. This is what progress is like. There's my observer here. Look at you with your ultra-list defiler bullshit. Cheeky ass AI. Actually doing hard well there. I guess I should use my resources a bit more. I'm very slow with that right now. Oh, this is already the Overmind. I could end the mission right here, I guess. I kinda wanna kill this base though, this looks like a strong ass base. Yeah, the game really wants me to go the completely opposite way if I wanted to go to that base. Well, I mean, we've been most of the things here, so... I think we'll call that damage done and then go fight the other base. Get fucked with your rebuilding bullshit. Not on my watch. Good thing I actually watched for a change. Oh, did I? I did. Fucking lurker. Shoot him. Yeah, get fucked, idiot. Nice. You. Come on, reach. One more. Need to go, probe or drone. Wait, why are you alive? Please die. Come on. Aw. 2 HP. Fucking regenerating Zerg bullshit. It's cheating. Cannot condone at all. I really should just build like 5 more hatcheries and just pump out Hydralisks. He is completely protected from range damage. I guess the Swarm Cloud works the opposite way of what I thought. I thought anyone inside of that couldn't shoot, but it's actually anyone inside of that is protected from ranged attacks, which makes a little bit more sense actually. Local man clicks like an idiot 18 times in a row. It's not a big deal.
I long for combat. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So I think the map designers kind of went a little bit overboard on the idea of, hey, let's put these high ground sprawlers everywhere in case they want to come with flying units, because I just said, nah, fuck your flying units, and now they don't do anything. So I'm not sure if that was the right kind of trade-off here. Oh, you're done with us, I see. I don't know for you. Have fun. Below. Be the Zerg you're always meant to be. Oh hey look, it's another base. Oh nice. More to destroy.
The enemy.
Yeah, fuck it. Go that way.
Yes.
See if I care. I do care, I'm sorry.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. I long for combat.
Still hasn't rebuilt his main structure. I guess he has a second hatchery down here somewhere, or maybe here. Oh, he had rebuilt it, it's just was doing their attack. I see. I should have seen that actually, because he had eggs. Don't get those until your building is finished, which is sweet.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. I'm waiting for honor.
Look at these fucking eggs. Eggs are so incredibly tanky because they have 20 armor. Or I think 10 armor actually. Yeah, 10 armor. I don't know why I said 20. I had looked at that 8 seconds ago. Anyway, they have a shit ton of armor, so killing these eggs is actually really hard. So it's not unusual that after you destroy an enemy Zerg base, you just have the larva or the eggs sitting around, being basically invincible. Kind of funny how that works out sometimes. Nice, let's go in there with exactly 4 Dark Templars, see if that wins me the war. I have a prediction though, it's probably not going to win me the war. You guys are in a very useful spot. I'm impressed I still have Dragoons, I haven't built any more in quite a while. Almost completely replaced them with Hydralisks, basically. Why is this Mutalisk not attacking my Dark Templar? It's a bit weird. Not that I'm complaining. I mean, I'm kind of complaining, I suppose, but not really that much, you know? Not on that OMG lol, I'm so salty level, but on that, it's kind of weird level. Anyway, I think we're done with the level. Can I get up here? I think that's just a little high ground thingy that I am never meant to access. With ground units on there. Unless this has a run. Ooh, this might have a run. I'm excited to see where this leads. Let's make some Zerglings, that's gonna be a good idea. This looks pretty high ground only with the way they're pathing. Oh well. It's fun while it lasted. How about you guys go and win the overman for me? Since Tassadar has clearly failed, we shall not let that happen again. Oh, they might actually die here. Because this time they're actually fighting back. There's a lot of damage coming out. Yeah, I think I win this. I have the confidence. Let's go, GG's. GG easy.
Executor, the Callus is ours. Let us depart this wretched world and return to Shakuras. Provided there is still a Shakuras to return to.
Alright, got him, GG's. Go next. That was fun. I like having two factions. The Insurgent.
Congratulations, Executor. Your success has brought us the promise of hope against the Zerg. However, we face a new threat within our own ranks. In your absence, Judicator Aldaris and an entire legion of Kali survivors from Ire have begun an open revolt against us.
By the gods, this is ill news indeed. Why would Aldaris betray us so?
He and his ilk believe that it was wrong to have abandoned Ire and consorted with our people. Their prejudices have driven them to perpetuate the Conclave's sins against us. Even now, Aldaris and his loyalist Templar forces are preparing to attack our citadel.
I can scarcely believe this. As if the Zerg were not enough. Matriarch, are you certain of this?
All too certain, young Templar. Executor, as Matriarch of the Dark Templar and Custodian of this world, I hereby order you to terminate Judicator Aldaris and quell this untimely uprising without delay. There will be no dissent among us while the Zerg are poised to strike.
There's something amiss here. The Matriarch has always been a wise and gentle soul. Though there is some merit in her decision, this is very unlike her.
That may well be. But right now, we have a friend to kill. May Adun forgive us.
Fucking Artanis as well, though. Like, this seems a bit hasty. Maybe I have a bit of doubt about what the fuck the motives are here. Maybe we should consider this. Nah, we have a friend to kill. Let's go do that. That's very smart, right? Like, that's how life works.
Be advised, Executor. Our forces are divided. Aldaris has taken control of our Templar warriors and arbiters. It is possible that he may even send Archons against us.
Fear not, comrades, for we have Archons of our own. Should the dire need arise, all Dark Templar may merge to become Dark Archons. Though we sacrifice our warriors in doing so, only the might of the Dark Archons can match the forces of Aldaris.
That is strictly untrue. You can certainly match them without Dark Archons, I think. Dark Archons are fun though. Regular Archons were those like big blue lightning ball mates. And they're alright. They're combat units, they do splash damage, have a bunch of shields, they're pretty strong. These ones have a bunch of shields as well, but they're not combat units, they're caster units. They have 3 spells, they have feedback, which basically nukes a caster unit for an amount of energy they have, which is quite nice. They have mind control, which does exactly what you might think, which basically just takes control of a unit permanently. And the last one is Maelstrom. I forgot what that one does. What does Maelstrom do again? Shows you how often I've used that. That being said, I'm not a Protoss player in SC1, so I lead the 5th. Can I? This is very unimpressed. Oh, flee, 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 flee. Yoink. This is mine now. I like that they were so nice to spread out your Dragoons at the start, like one here, one here, one here, and up here, and it looked really cool, but it's also the least efficient way to have your army. Like, just split across 4 different places where there's a single man that is very easily surrounded and overwhelmed. So I kinda disagree with that and had to change that immediately. Also very few pylons given the starting situation here. I guess it's not that few, but not sort of set up at the intro. Let's see. Yeah, they did look significantly differently. Interesting. Yeah, one always needs more pylons, as the meme will have you know. It is the one thing certain for any man that has ever played this, or heard of this.
Upgrade complete.
So we got the Dragoon range. So this man has like there's three Aldarises on the map, like one's here, one here, and one over here. And the idea is that they're hallucinations, like one of these is the real one, and we can't know which one, so we have to go and make a gamble and try to kill one of them and then find out, oh no, it's not the one, and then we have to go kill the other ones. Which it sounds like an almost cool idea on paper, but really when you're strong enough to just waltz in there and steamroll one base, why not steamroll the other two bases as well, as we have been doing? So I don't think it actually adds anything to the mission, but it is kind of neat, especially since he's a Templar and one of the Templar's abilities is hallucination, which creates 2 copies of a man, so him being able to do that for himself to protect his life is kind of fitting. Build the old tall-ass Tetris stacks just because I'm a dumbass. Let's put a pylon here for some reason. Need 9 to mind control. I guess I'll take a Dragoon. Dragoon warrior. I should have taken the Observer. That wasn't fast enough. I didn't even recognize it until it was too late. Right. Pylon, pylon. Hehe, pylon. As the Hearthstone players among you might say. I don't think we need anything else for now. I guess we should make a rollover and get some observers going. Just in case we need them. I don't see a reason for us to need them, but who knows. It'd be nice having anyway. Fuck, I misclicked, there we go. Right, time to shit out a bunch of units. As one is to do. Why do I have a cannon back here? I know. The pre-build map works in mysterious ways. Alright, I think we have enough probes for now. Let's go get ourselves a shuttle, because why not? It's always nice to have one just in case. We get more ground weapons, as I am one to do. I kinda want you guys on a different hotkey though. Why are you guys following the Dark Templars? It's not your job. I guess Templars is also incorrect, probably just Templar. Man longs for combat, I cannot relate in the slightest. I'll get ourselves to observers, start researching. Break my hand, because why not? Ugh. Nice, good view. Feel very low on gas, but I think I just spent a bunch, so probably why. Reaver. This shit again. I was not looking forward to that.
Make use of me. Instructions.
Alright. Let's make another one instead. Oh, never mind. Let's not make another one. I've decided against that. It had nothing to do with the circumstances. It was my own decision of my own free will. I did not fuck up, shut up. Oh, also, speaking of fucking up, let's enjoy ourselves some additional pylon messages.
You must construct additional pylons. You must construct additional pylons.
Pylon bullshit. I guess I'll just build a bunch of them. Just get that shit done. And rebuild the cannons here. That should serve me for a while. Alright, Mr. Observer, let's go have a look around. Anything else I want to research here? Probably not. Oh, Dark Archon energy, yes please. And sight range for these men. Where's all my gas? Why do I get so little gas? Did it just do something that spent all of it? I guess the Dark Archon energy research, but goddamn. Oh hey look, a second base. I shall partake.
My life for hire. You require Vespine gas. Transmitter. Waiting instructions. Item needed.
So we actually have a really big army this time around compared to what we normally have. And it's mostly because we started with 8 Dark Templar and 2 Dark Archons, which is a pretty decent chunk of supply right there. Look at this weird ass dude. Was that in the old version as well? Yeah, I don't remember that at all. Goddamn. Life is for hire, we shall partake. I don't know why I keep saying that. There's this one enemy in Dark Souls 3 that says, I shall partake before trying to nibble you, and I find that really cool, but for some reason that really stuck in my brain. I just keep saying that in any such circumstance. I mean, additional pylons are pretty often the way to go, but you don't need to hear that, like, you don't need to be told. Generally speaking, you probably know if you've played those, that pylons are the way to go. The way forward in life. It's another expansion for us to take, sure, why not? Where's my boat then? Wait, didn't I just send you away? If you're in the way, I should. Alright, thank you. Fine, stop being in the way. I'm proud of him. Yeah, basically like that, except not that unit. Oh boy, let's perform some mind control. Alright, we controlled them, easy. Oh, I missed the control group up here, that's fine. That's probably also fine. He did cancel the Nexus, of course, of all buildings. Ugh. I should probably build some more men while this combat is happening. You guys can just hang out here for a bit. Being zero shield asses. But yeah, you haven't encountered the men that I'm talking about in Dark Souls 3. They're DLC men as well, so it's quite a ways away from your already like half a year old Dark Souls 3 Let's Play. Or playthrough. Can't get up there at all, can I? No, that's kind of a mean AI trap, I think. Because the AI obviously doesn't know how to function this. I saw the game installed on my Steam library the other day, and I was like, man, it's been a while, hasn't it? Considered uninstalling it for space, but I kept it. Fuck, I tried to go for my military unit, command control group, whatever thing. Sadly, the group had died, so here I am, selecting nothing. Look at this high ground ass tanking everything with a mischance. Oh boy. We got a shot off. Ow. I wonder if it's this man. It was not this man.
Think I'd be caught so easily, did you, Executor? You have only destroyed a phantom.
Can I control this? Fuck, it flew away. And you? Please come back. No, flying little shit. Oh boy, look at these guys. Fucking learn to click, idiot. There you go. Don't I have some cannons back here? Like one at least. There you go. He dropped the Reaver up there, goddamn. Nasty fuck. Although actually you can't shoot down, can it? Never mind, goddamn idiot. Got him. Stop that. I think in an ideal world I wouldn't have let him... I wouldn't have killed that thing. Because I don't think he would have built another one anytime soon, as long as that's alive. Like, me killing that triggers the AI to build more stuff, whereas otherwise he might have just continued trying to rescue it. Which would be more in my favor, I think. Oh, hi. Mate, enjoy life as well. Go up here. Don't really need more probes, actually. Let me just pull some more of these guys over here. My gas still good. Very good, no man. So you may notice that I'm once again doing the hard smart thing of just sending my guys through a choke point and brute forcing my way through. Like instead of building air units or shuttles or whatever, moving around these cliffs, I just go, nah, fuck them. Seems to be working out though. Please end this thing. Fuck you. Well, you tried, I guess. Look at that, Micro. Pulled him away from this front just in the nick of time. It's totally not coincidence. It's all planned, I promise. Why are you not following anyone? I guess the man you were targeting died. It's a tragic fate sometimes. Yeah, I wonder if the real one is in the last base here in the middle, like in the ass corner. We'd have to fight the biggest man on the way. What would you guys think about that? Does that seem reasonable to you? Fucking no, how dare you end this?
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Nice, we got him. Holy fuck, the uphill misses. That was like 18 million in a row.
Executor, you destroy only a simulacrum of myself. You believe me to be a traitor, but it is you and the matriarch who will usher our race to oblivion.
Man, that sort of shit is why I lose mid sometimes. I blame RNG, like any smart man would. Uphill miss. Also, I like that he's now, like, throwing shade at the matriarch, like, oh boy, it's not you, it's the matriarch who will doom us all. If he phrased that a little bit more clearly, he could just be like, hey mate, you're being deceived. And then we could maybe have a talk about that. I learn to click at some point, maybe? Please? Thank you. Like, if he just went, why are you attacking me? I done nothing wrong, mate. Then we could maybe sort this out somehow, but alas. Let's instead not say anything and then at the end spout some cryptic bullshit.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I guess he always was a bit of a knob. Oh shit, I don't have enough energy, do I? I wanna control one of these birds. Hey, Kakaru, look at this man. It's basically Eloy. Fully got news for us. Fucking out of the way. Meet the bird. Oh, there's another one. How close am I? Very close. No, don't run. For all of our goods. Fucking Dragoon, leave. Yes! Great success. We have acquired Eloy. Now we only need a flute and then dinosaurs will help us build fucking cities and citadels and fortresses. Look at this clown with his arbiter cloaking a single scout. The bot is confused at times. Maybe he doesn't know about Eloy. Maybe he only knows about Peiku. Bot life can be hard. Oh. Let's go sort out these carriers. Let's go flee from this Archon.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the
Where did
enemy.
I send my bird? It's not my bird. I pulled it back somewhere. I hope he didn't die.
My life for hire.
I don't see him. Where would I have sent him? Who knows? Whatever. I'm sure we'll find a new bird at some point. I guess depending on your interpretation of slang, this might be a bit sexist. I'll just mind control a new bird MP. Alright, I think we got him. This little bit will never be defeated since it's on the high ground. But outside of that, seem to have done alright for ourselves.
Engage the enemy. Upgrade complete.
Actually getting through this campaign very quickly. I was expecting a bit more resistance and maybe a bit more reloading, a bit slower maps. It's been working out alright so far. Working out alright so far. I guess it's also been alright, but that sounds a bit weird. I must claim this bird. It's my solemn duty. Please, Mr. Observer, follow the bird so I can claim it. Oh, fuck. Man, we need a carrier mech in Mech Warrior. Like a mech that shits out other mechs.
Have engaged the enemy.
So how did you die last time, I wonder? Is there a cannon up here? Uh-huh, that's how you die. Tragically. I guess that's how most men die. Oh fuck. Is there so many cannons and shit behind here? I guess they expected you to maybe do some sort of bullshit maneuver. They just sneak by enemy mates. I would never do such a thing. I fight Mato. Oh, do you still? Ah, that's what happened probably. So even if I don't give him an order, his AI is coded to just always let him fly around a little bit like the neutral units do. So I probably sent him over here and then he just kind of wandered into an enemy photon cannon and died. It's a bit unfortunate. Can I hit you from down here or do I have to actually build an air unit just to get up there? I guess I built the shuttle. Was ahead of my time. But yeah, he just keeps flying around, fucking Eloy. Don't get yourself bidden, mate. It's not a good idea. Speaking of mechs, Cybert, I bought an Atlas today. Now I can also be the big man on the front lines. And complain about men not following me. Yeah, Bird and Bin just go hand in hand. Oh yeah, he came with an AC-20. Shot a man in the face, he died. It was a good time.
Upgrade complete.
I was torn between a variety of assault mechs. I just wanted to get one at some point, but I wanted to have one that is swole and sturdy and can be the frontline man. Also a plot.
Finished, Adjudicator. Surrender your remaining forces and join us in eradicating the Zerg.
I would sooner die, Dark One, than tarnish the memory of Ire by joining with you. Your fate was sealed the moment your matriarch allied herself with the Queen of Blades. Those of us still loyal to Ire will never be slaves to Kerrigan and her broods.
Aldaris, be reasonable. Kerrigan has changed. She no longer seeks to enslave anyone. Do not force us to destroy you.
You can no longer afford to be so naive, Artanis. While you were securing the crystals, I discovered that your matriarch has been harboring a dark secret. She has been manipulated by
I have
this—
no time for this.
What have you done?
I just cleaned up your mess, Protoss. Don't be so squeamish.
Wretched creature. This was our Protoss matter. You had no right to interfere. Be gone from this world. You are no longer welcome among us.
Fine. I've done what I came here to do. I've ensured the destruction of the renegade Cerebrits, and I used you to do it. Have fun, mighty Protoss. We'll be seeing each other again, real soon.
See, that line is probably where you just fucking enter in a single strike because you're zero tool and do 10 billion damage per swing. Also, yeah, you just have a dialogue and then suddenly 3 weird-ass creatures rock up, burrow themselves next to you, and you're like, yeah, this is normal. This is Protoss life. My APM keep going down because I just kind of don't have things to do. Oh well. Okay, I've given up on movies or like whatchamacallit, like video sequences, so I'm just not turning down the volume anymore. I hope we don't get fucked at some point.
This entire chain of events has been masterminded by Kerrigan, and we played right into her hands.
Yes, we did, Artanis. Yet our course is set, nonetheless. Using the Temple's energies against the Renegade Zerg may accomplish Kerrigan's aims, but it is still our only chance of survival.
And survive we will, my warriors. For too long have we labored in futile defense, as our enemies push us further and further away from victory. The time has come to let loose the full fury of our powers. Never again shall Shakuris be despoiled by the foul touch of alien species. These Zerg shall be the first to fall before us.
Matriarch, I have served you for many millennia. I have always valued your wisdom and strength. Yet, lately, in your mind, I have sensed something that clouds your true spirit. Though Kerrigan has gone, I wonder if her treachery still remains.
Be at ease, Zeratul. I am still the same Rashagal you have always known. These recent events have weighed heavily upon me, and I am wearied. But fear not. My warrior spirit will shine before you and light your path to victory.
Indeed.
The time for action is upon us. The crystals must be taken to the temple while the Zerg still muster their forces. I shall carry the Urash myself, while Zeratul handles the Callus.
Executor, you shall provide escort for Artanis and Zeratul as they make their way to the temple. God's willing, we will channel the energies of the Zelnaga and scour this world clean of the Zerg. Go now, my children, and know that the survival of our entire race depends upon your actions.
I mean, in fairness, it's a bit like in Warhammer, where, yeah, a bit of a xenophobe, but at the same time, it's also pretty mandatory if you look at the Zerg. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't just reason with Zerg, they're just gonna end you, generally speaking. And for the most part, Terrans have also not exactly been very peaceful when it comes to Protoss. So, I mean, you can kinda understand the xenophobia a bit. Anyway, let's look at this shit.
Bring the crystals to the temple. The Zerg will surely send all their legions to destroy you. You must be prepared to protect the temple itself from the swarm.
I do this for us.
Okay, I don't remember much of the of this mission at all, so we'll have to just mostly wing it. Here to be split up into two forces, which is alright with me. Some Dragoon range. I think tech-like Dragoon range is a little bit weird. It's basically just a guaranteed money sink, because you want that every single game as Protoss, I think. Unless you're planning to never use Dragoons, which seems unlikely, at least for campaign specifics. It's just such a mandatory upgrade. With something like Stimpaks for Marines, you could at least argue that you don't desperately need Stimpaks. Yes, they make them a lot better, but especially in vanilla StarCraft, you could make do without Stimpaks. And I don't know, this one it seems a bit silly to just, hey, here's your Kybernetic core, first thing you do, always get Dragoon range. Like, it's less of a choice if it's basically a mandatory upgrade, is probably just what I'm trying to say.
Direct my wrath.
Asland Utani. Fine way of saying that.
State your will.
Holy fuck, that's quite the flank there, mates.
I am ready. Indeed.
Upgrade complete.
I guess I should have seen that they had a bridge there to come from. And position my mates appropriately.
Yes, Executor.
Not sure why you did that, but now you did. So here you go. Totally a worthy trade for you, isn't it? Man, looking at this map, I keep thinking that I have the thing active where it hides the terrain, so you can see the icons better like this. But it's actually just that this background is very, very dark anyway, so you can hardly tell on the minimap whether I have that toggled or not. So I keep toggling it just to make sure I'm not on the wrong setting.
Direct my wrath.
But he said you regress me as in as opposed to address me. Mate, I don't even just regress you, I revert you. Straight to the bin with thee. Fuck, press the wrong button.
Your orders, Templar.
Get another pylon. Something that's good about the Protoss campaign is that I'm kind of getting used to attacking and stuff a lot earlier than with the other two campaigns. I feel like I spent a lot longer just taking up and building up compared to this campaign, mostly. It's probably just because you only need like 2 to 4 gateways to get a decently sized army, and their values are just so high in terms of stats that you can just kind of attack fairly early with like a group or two of Dragoons and Zealots. Whereas with the other factions, like for example with Marines, I really want a critical mass. Same with like Mutalisks on Zerg, I was always just trying to get, what, 2 or 3 stacks before they can snowball the entire map. Whereas with this, I feel like I could just attack already and probably put a dent in the enemy. That's kind of nice because it's really gonna help get this shit over with somewhat faster. Why are you hiding in the background here? Weird one, but okay. So pop down a robo and that's okay. I think these two. Oh. I think these two bases are completely separated. Like, I don't think I can cross this in any place to consolidate the forces. But at the same time, since we are fighting a limited number of enemies, if I just attack at the same time, I still split their forces apart, so it's still a benefit. Even if I can't group them all into one place, like I might want to. I guess we get a 3rd gateway per side. We should be able to supply that with 2 bases. Let's see, and a pylon. I want a pylon. How long till the robo base done? It is done right the fuck now, good timing. Misplaced that by like 1 pixel, but fuck it. You know what, let's get rid of this cannon. Oops. Let's not accidentally send my men across the entire map. How fucking dare you? So we want this and this. I kinda feel like getting a second forge. I think the way I'm gonna play it, I'll be clearing basically the entire map before sending them into the buildings where they're supposed to be.
I do this for ire.
Got here. Weapon upgrade and shield upgrade. That and shield upgrades, plus at some point, gone. There we go.
Direct my wrath. State your will. I am ready.
I'm gonna leave my 2 heroes behind so I can start fucking around. Let's save on us, as we have learned from a very wise man. Buy some aids. I actually also didn't do that. Also was more than I thought. I was pretty confident that I was gonna be fine. Oh well. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about before I saw that attack force. Motor? May neither fit. Eh. I guess we can plop down some pylons here as well. Haven't really done that much. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1, 2 here, and then 3, 4 on this side of the map. And then once those are done, those groups, I will answer. Probably want at least one observer here as well. Very limited on gas. It's not very nice. Let's have a look around with Artana, see if we can find a sneaky second base back here. It's always nice to have a big man flying unit like this to just have a look around, find what's hidden on the map for us. Indeed, he agrees with me. Very happy that I have Artanas of all people's agreement.
Consider it done.
And some Zerg. It's not hard to do in this game, I guess, but it is what I did.
I am ready for ire.
I am ready for ire. No spore colonies.
Indeed.
Alright.
For ire. I concur.
I like the way he goes, indeed. Makes me feel like I did something very smart when I gave him this order. Hello there, Scourge. Please don't end this game immediately.
For ire. Consider it done.
Being long range bullshit. Commandos, device.
I concur. Consider it done. For ire.
What's this here? Oh, here's a base, nice. Okay, that's where we're going.
Consider it done.
Completely start building units in the meanwhile. NP. That's how we do.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. You require more Vespene gas. You require more Vespene gas.
Maybe I'll micro a little bit here since we don't quite have as many units this time around. I say that as all of my Dragoons just decide, nah, today's not the day.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, he was attacking the other man. Fine. This needs to die. Thank you. But yeah, one thing I always found interesting is that the drones always explode in a little, like, fireball-y kind of explosion that is very reminiscent of SCVs. I never understood why they did that, because they're obviously biological units. Sending a lot of mates my way. I should probably try attacking in the meanwhile on the other side. There's my observer, please. Thank you. See if I can get down here and connect these two bases. Oh, I can actually, that's right. I didn't think I could, like I said earlier. Yeah, I guess things explode sometimes. But since this is a game, you'd expect it to make some semblance of sense. So, sometimes things don't just explode. Unlike IRL, lol. Army's consolidated. Here we go. Fucking every flying unit in the game. Maybe I can carry them over to my army. Actually, a pretty sizable group of mutalisks. I am impressed. AI, good job.
Upgrade complete.
Oh boy, upgrade's complete. Time to run completely out of gas again. That being said, I have a shit ton of minerals, so not really worried about anything. What is hotkeys? Oh, right. Bullshit creep in the way. What the fuck? There you.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Awaiting instructions. I am needed. Command. Make use of me. Transmitted.
Make use of me. Alright, time to add a bunch of pylons, since we have a shit ton of minerals. May also start to cannon up in here in a bit. Very random zealot in the back of my base. Welcome to the army. We're in the army now. Right, let's hope they function with the bridge, at least on some level. Because I can't be arsed to manually ask them over there. Right, let's see if we can find a way up here. Okay, we can. It's a ramp though. Life immediately becomes miserable. Fucking gas. I'm gonna build a bunch of cannons just out of frustration. Yeah, take that AI. Can't attack now, shithead. Ah, got him. Don't have an observer. Did it die? My observer died, that'd be pretty awkward here. Well, look, it died. Let's make new ones. Oh, I have another one sitting around here. Lovely. Oh, it makes it there alive. This is a very costly attack, mostly because of this fucking ramp and fucking lurkers. I love lurkers, but not when I'm versing them rather than controlling them myself. Alright, please move out of the way, and then you lose targets for a bit, and then you get impatient. Oh, never mind, you can just go it. Thank you. Thank fuck. You go follow this man, and you go follow this man. Alright. What's this about, Mr. Orange Zerg? What are you doing? Fuck your broodling bullshit. Oh, 9 HP. Does this connect? It does, nice. What have we here? Some Zerglings? Guess I'll just recreate 2 more observers just in case things explode again. As they do sometimes, I've recently learned. Fuck it, let's give them armor upgrades. Air armor just for observers. This is the world we live in today. Also, ramps. It's part of the world we live in today, sadly. I made like 5 cannons, and I found a way to place them in such a way that they don't actually cover the approach. Nice. I'm exceptionally good at video games. Fuck you, I cannon more. There you go. This is live now.
For vengeance, Colossus. Receiving. Input command, Colossus. Awaiting instructions. Transmitted. Colossus. Make use of me. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Stun. Nice. About to max out upgrades. Guess we'll add another observer to the mix, because why not? Looking a bit thin, let's add some of you. Just looking exceptionally thin, let's add some of you. Guess we'll also build this up here. Oh, is this a dead end? It is. Okay, so that's that half of the map done.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Of course you would show up just as I'm transferring drones. Probes.
I have returned. Awaiting instructions.
Oh, once I reach my cannons, I'm literally invincible. They fell back before the cannons! No, wait, they're coming. I know they're coming. Oh, look at those static defense fans actually getting what they want in life. Oh, let's tower up in this bitch. Oh, successful. Oh, so good. Peak gameplay. I say that as someone that likes tower defense games, so I'm not just shit talking. I am also shit talking though. Didn't I send a probe up here? What happened to this? Oh, you're struggling with the ramp. I apologize. Confronted you with your one nemesis that nobody has beaten yet. It's like gravity in Dark Souls, it's just some bosses you're not meant to beat. And ramps and stairs and the likes are certainly among those.
Upgrade complete.
No. Enough from Nando's air upgrades.
Awaiting instructions.
Hey Doc!
I am needed. Input command. Initiating. Awaiting instructions. Make use of me.
Oh, oh, oh. Fucking creep, disappear!
My life for I. Upgrade complete. My life for have engaged the enemy. Colossus. Transmitted.
Sure, let's just get in here. So there's a brown Zerg base and an orange Zerg base still to find, and I'm planning to end those before going in. Orange seems to be mostly sending air units, so I'm guessing he's in a spot that we can't reach. I feel like I fucked up my attack commands here. We'll find out, I guess.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
So we'll build some shuttles just in case we need them. Right. Move, creep. Get out the way. Get out the way, creep. Get out the way.
Upgrade complete. Engage the enemy.
Actually, let's just do this. Some of you guys over here. Still not. This little passage here is probably ending more of my men than, generally speaking, the Zerg forces. With any right to. You guys working on this one. Alright, you can do it, Mr. Dragoon. Eh, he traded. I guess he did it, technically, with the way I first thought. So, good on him. Ooh. Yeah, this is probably Orange's base. And it seems to be entirely made of bullshit. Just as I expected from this sort of man. Let's see if we can reach the other man. If we can't, then I'll just send my heroes in here and defend until time runs out. Alright, we can finally place the Nexus.
Have engaged the enemy.
Guess I'll hop over here, build some cannons. You dare approach me, as they say in anime. Yeah, they're both inaccessible. Maybe not actually. Let's see where this leads. How dare you, doodling me? Not a good way to go. So Orange has been attacking me with ground units as well. There's a chance that Orange, not Orange, Brown. Brown has been attacking me with ground units, so there's a chance that Brown is, not air only mate. Did you just drop those bunch of units here? Sure did. Or he picked them up or something. Fuck, this does not connect to the base. Alright, well, guess we'll just defend them. Okay, I thought we could go end the man, but apparently all we're meant to do is sit there and wait. Who am I to go against what Blizzard wants from me in life? Where are Zeratul and Art Anus?
It will be done.
Ask them right in. I'm just gonna build a bunch of cannons because why the fuck not? Like 7,000 minerals, may as well.
The Urash is secured.
Look at this flying guy showing off how much faster he can cross the map. Cheeky fuck. Guess we'll place one up here as well. Alright, off we go to the middle of the map.
Executor. Zeratul and I will begin to channel the temple's energies. You must prevent the Zerg from destroying the temple while we work. Adon be with you, Executor.
Are they singing in there? That'd be hilarious. Like, imagine you're looking for a window and Zeratul and Artanis are just in there dancing, singing, trying to look busy, while they're in stack just having a good old party. Maybe I should have sent them in earlier. I guess I wanted to clear them up. Yeah. So you guys go in there. We'll leave these behind just so they can defend the bases. I think I have enough men around here. How dare you doodling me? What do you mean can't build there? Fucking move your ass. Lazy probe. Oh wait, we established earlier that probes don't have assets most likely, so sorry, move your robotic bits, whichever are appropriate for this task. Alright, back to it. How dare you attack when I'm moving? This happens so often, I don't know why. I guess I just have very good timing.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
It's actually a pretty big attack.
Under attack.
Hey, I'm impressed. I'm winning this one though.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
See, I thought when they said, hey, defend the temple, they'd mostly be attacking the temple, but little did I know.
Have engaged the enemy.
Their time to finally start attacking my bases as well.
We are under attack. We are under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I feel like this would have actually been easier had I binned all the bases before starting this here. Because ever since I started, what the fuck are you doing with your shitty pathing? Guys, please. Anyway, ever since we started the temple bullshit, they've actually been very active for AI standards. Been doing a bunch of stuff. Maybe you should have left this temple alone. Like, fuck the plot.
Have engaged the enemy.
All we did was upset the Zerg.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I wonder why my units are struggling to go from one half of this island to the other. Like, it's almost like there's something big and bulky in the middle that's preventing them from moving. They are actually breaking my base, I think. But I'm not paying more attention to that sort of shit.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. We are under attack.
Alright, I think we have established every
Your warriors have
Every man's-
engaged the enemy.
primary defense systems. A lot of guardians, very annoying. Upgraded too.
Under attack.
I feel like I could really do with some Corsairs to
The enemy.
mess with the air units here. Since it's mostly the Guardians that are problematic, and they couldn't defend themselves against Corsairs.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
This may sound odd, but I think I've gotten weaker by building all these photon cannons, because now I can't move my units around very much. Nah, I'm probably overthinking it. There's no way we could possibly ever lose with this many cannons.
We are under attack.
Yeah, I guess I don't have that many workers at all.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Explains why my money is so low. Like, I know I just built a bunch of cannons and that's a lot of money, but they don't cost that much. I guess they're really good against Mutalisks, so as long as they stop making Guardians and send all the Mutas instead, I'll be very happy. Hey, we're almost reaching max population, maybe I should keep building units.
We are under attack.
King Lurker.
The warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oop, never mind. Here was pulling an observer. Not necessary in the slightest. Why did he bring a defiler? What is this guy doing here?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Make use of me.
I'm impressed that this probe survived. I thought he was gonna die.
Engage the enemy.
Boom! 200 supply. I mean, hey, this split is actually pretty fun. Like, they're putting up a good fight, comparatively. I'm guessing the AI is just scripted to, okay, from this point, let loose, actually use the resources you have, use all the buildings you have, rather than send small attack forces of like 3 units at a time, or whatever. That's right.
The channeling is complete. Withdraw our forces into the temple. The warriors have engaged the enemy. Brace yourself.
I think they just ordered all my units to go to the temple, and I think none of the Dragoons will ever fit through the cannons. Oh well. I guess they had it coming. Yeah, setting off with such a loud sound as well. Right, so that was that campaign. I want to point out how these guys have no mouths or anything, so Zeratul wearing this like face mask is really just a pure aesthetic choice. He just wants to rock that because he thinks it looks cool. He's not actually hiding his mouth or his identity or anything, there's nothing to see there. It's quite funny. Yeah, it's a bit low on facial features, so not really sure what he needs the face mask for. That being said, imagine you're the Zerg player in this. He's up like at least 18 bases or something across the planet. You're about to win, and then suddenly some plot bullshit happens, and a big old nuke explodes without warning. Anyway, that's this campaign done, and I'm gonna just call it here, I think. I was gonna... I kind of feel like going a bit longer, but starting a new campaign is pretty silly. It also feels slow, felt a bit shorter. It's only 8 missions compared to 10. Oh, anyway, it's gonna call it here. You know, for today, we'll do the next one tomorrow then. If it's similar in length, then we'll probably get the entire thing done in one stream once again. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you most likely tomorrow. Bye bye!